Tony DeFrank with California Car Cover and covering classic cars. And I'm here with my dad, California Car Cover founder, Jim DeFrank, for I think it's our 6th annual Father's Day sit-down conversation we've been doing. So time flies. We just started doing this once a year just to kind of catch up with everything. And look at this, is number 6.
Tony, I can't believe the year went by that fast. You know, I've been selling car covers now for 55 years. Holy mackerel, I don't know where it all went. I mean, you and Jimmy have been involved with the business now over 25 years. And it's amazing how time goes by. But you know what? It's been a wonderful ride, that's for sure.
Yeah. And since, we just, this is the week after Father's Day. So, we get to hang out a bit over the weekend. And besides family dinner night on Sunday, you spent, it was the 59th annual LA Roadster Show this past weekend. So, and, we were in the booth working with the team, but you were just a blur all weekend.
I was.
So your Roadster was in the booth, but you were just gone. Every time we saw you, you're on a golf cart, cruising with new people, making friends. How was the show weekend?
The show was really, really awesome. It was one of the better ones that I've attended in years and years and years. It's just really, I'm really, really fortunate. So many people walked up to me and wanted to say hello and shake my hand and wish me Happy New Year's and everything. I'm just really, really blessed. But the show was incredible. We sold a lot of car covers there. I took a lot of my backyard junk there, and fortunately I was able to sell quite a bit of it. So that was a lot of the old car parts. But that was really, really very, very nice. And next year is the 60th anniversary for the LA Roadsters, and it's going to be unbelievable. I mean, there were so many hot rods there, so many roadsters there, and so many classic cars there this time. Next year, they're going to have to really expand the parking lot because I know there's going to be a huge amount of people. I know people from the East Coast are already planning on driving their cars out from Pennsylvania, from Ohio, from New Jersey area, Louisiana. I mean, it's going to be incredible. It really, really is.
Yeah, so that'd be for the 60th. I think when they had the 50th, it was packed.
Yeah,
so then I think
really,
everyone's excited to come out for that one. Well, that's good. And then besides, the 59th Roadster Show, and it's year 36 for a company, but right out of the bag. Earlier this month, you turned 84.
Oh yes, I did turn.
And he's still going.
It's only a number, Tony.
Yeah, I think it is because he's all go. So I think you're an atypical 84-year-old. You're always on a mission. You're always somewhere. It's often tough to schedule these sit downs with you because you're at a race car shop. You're at another shop. You're at a repair shop. You're at the racetrack. You're at a car show. You're on the go. And it's incredible. Look, you got old cars, drag race cars, and You're on a mission.
You know what? It's only a number. I turned that 84 around, and I think I'm 48. So
we all think you're 48.
But I go to the store and I help you guys out. Anytime you ask me to do something, I always try to say yes. I never ever try to say no because I know it's a little bit of a help for you guys. But I go there and I clean up the restroom, take out the trash. I do whatever, sweep the floors. If you need me to haul something somewhere, I do that. I do all the errands for Mom. I go to the bank for all the deposits. Then I come home in my garage and I piddle around here, put transmissions in the race cars, put torque converters in, whatever it needs, I do. Change the tires around. I'm just here. And I enjoy it and I feel great.
Yeah, well, and you're a crack up and everyone loves seeing you, especially when you go to the car shows. They're just, hey, where's your dad?
Yeah.
And we joke we need to put up signs. Just, Jim is here, he's not here. Yes.
Well, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to have met a lot of really, really nice
people. Some people call you just so they can track you down at the events. They're always wanting to come by, especially at the Roadster Show or the Street Art Nationals. They're always wondering where you're at and they want to check in. And and one thing which is new for this year is that speaking of always saying yes to projects we have. You are now our TikTok star for our wholesale company, California Car Duster. So he's making short, 30-second, 1-minute product videos for California Car Duster. Now, do you have any idea what TikTok is?
No, I don't have any idea at all. I just do whatever you want me to do. Sometimes I fleur the words around, I don't really know it. But all the items that we have at our store work really, really well, or you wouldn't have selected them, Jimmy wouldn't have selected them, and they passed my test also. So I'm happy to do it. I'm really, really happy to do it.
And it's great. It's genuine and it's honest. And in fact, when we're done here, we're going to be shooting some more private videos for that, just so to help spread the word for California Car Duster. Hopefully, he'll be you'll be our next like viral sensation online. You'll be a bit of a hit.
Well, I don't need all that.
You love the attention. You just be more.
Yeah. Well, whatever you want me to do.
Okay. Well, so what else is going on this summer? So we have, we just had the Roadster show. We got a couple hot rod events coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
is there any big plans for the U.S. Nationals? Any big plans?
Yeah, we're planning. The last 2 years straight, we took our '69 Camaro and our Cobalt that Jimmy drives. Well, he drives both of them. We were very fortunate to win class in stock and in super stock. With in our category, and this year we're planning on doing the same thing. I love going to Indy. I went there every year but one. That year I went to a church function, and that didn't work out too good.
We don't need to get into that. We don't need to get into this.
So anyway, I really look forward to going there. I see a lot of my racing friends from the East Coast. And one of them made fun of me last year. I have to tell you this quick story. One of the guys said, "Hey, Jim, you know how you could grow a little bit taller?" And I said, "How's that?" He says, "Well, you're bow-legged now. Once you straighten out those legs, you'll probably grow 3 or 4 inches." And I looked at him and I smiled and I said, "You know what? At 83 years old, I'm happy to be walking. So let me know how you're walking when you're 83 years old." And he goes, "Oh, Jim, I'm sorry. I apologize." I said, "No, you don't have to apologize. I know I'm bow-legged. And now that tight pants are kind of like in stock, boy, I really look bad." Yeah, but I am what I am. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
At least I can walk, right?
Yeah, you're out there on the starting line, and you're lining up these race cars, so he's, you'll see him at the direct ship, you'll see him at the car show, you're always cruising around.
Yep.
You're always on the go. I guess, and my father, he just loves talking about cars, so when you see us, hopefully this year we are penciled in for some new car shows, hopefully we're on the road, so you'll see us hanging out, or you'll see me hanging out, and you're just a blur.
Yeah.
Last year we were able we went to the Rock, a fantastic hot rod show in Oklahoma.
Unbelievable.
And I walk into the show and I'm just looking at a few things. I turn around, he's gone, and there you are. You're already making friends, talking to everybody, and so then I just let him go. I go walk around on my own, just because you make friends all around the country. Everywhere you go, you're there making friends.
Well,
it's a gift. I can't do it, so you do it. So.
I enjoy talking to people. Yeah, and most of the people I talk to are customers. And they look at me and they recognize me and they say, "Hey, aren't you Jim DeFrank?" And I say, yeah, I have your car covers. Yeah. So you know what? That's really, really, really neat. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're having fun. This is year 36 for the company, so we're pretty fortunate that we can keep it going. And our family's working hard. We have a great group of people that make things happen when we're on the road. So we have anytime if you see my father and I, or just anyone on the California Car Cover crew. This summer, please stop by and say, hey to the guys. They love talking about cars and car covers. So if you go on our website, you'll see where we're at this summer. So between Minnesota, Ohio, Kentucky, we got a few events in California. Stop by and visit with the team. More often than not, my father and I are there, so we love talking with everyone.
Well, we'll be at the Street Run Nationals there in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. So that's a really, really nice, very, very huge show, and I've been to every one of those, so I'm really looking forward to that one also. So if you're around, please stop by and say hi. Yeah. I'd like to shake your hand, and you never know, I might give you a little gift or something.
Yeah, good. Well, I appreciate it. Anything else you want to talk about? Do we talk about the car shows, the racing?
No, I mean, we haven't really raced a whole lot this year. We had a few problems with our transmission. Business comes first. So we've been very fortunate, been very busy, so we've missed a couple of the races, but we're going to make up for it now, starting here within the next few weeks and to the end of the year. Unfortunately, in California, there's really no drag strips anymore, so it's really, really kind of tough. You have to drive pretty far to go to the event, so we make the best of it. Whatever we have, we make the best of it.
And it seems like, I only participate a little bit, but for Jimmy's schedule, it seems like you have 8 events in 2 months, and then no events until
nothing, yeah.
Almost unless you go to a regional meet.
Yeah.
There's nothing until the U.S. Nationals.
No, that's right. Yeah,
and so just how the racing is. So
yeah.
And my brother kind of keeps to himself, but if you see him at the track, he loves talking about the cars, and he's done very, very well. So if you see him, and he's like an ambassador for NHRA Sportsman Racing, and so he's he's well known and well respected in the categories. So if you see him at the track ever have questions about small block Chevrolet performance, he can answer some questions for you. And yeah, I think that's all I got. So I wanted to be able to sit down and we'll put you to work, make some, and then we got to load up. In fact, we're shooting this on Friday. This weekend we'll be at the Pomona Swap Meet.
Pomona Swap Meet, yep.
So,
been to every Pomona Swap Meet since day one. Every one of them, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm
yeah,
looking forward to that too.
Car Cover Business, it's not all Pebble Beach and Concord shows. We go to the Pomona Swap Meet.
Oh, yes.
We'll be out there at 5 a.m. at the Fairplex with the people at the Swap Meet. So we'll be there on this Sunday.
And if you're around, please stop by to say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and again, we appreciate everything. And thanks for sitting down, and we'll go work on some more videos. Again, Tony with Covering Classic Cars and the founder, Jim DeFrank. So
And thank you for your, all the car covers that you bought in the past. We really do appreciate all your business, and please do stop by to say hello to us.
well, thank you. See you next time.